recounts the story. I don't even know whether we are the servants of time or time itself.
Yudhishthir once had a dream which told him to leave the Dwed forest. From the forest, he went to the Kamyaka woods where he encountered one of the rishis who asked him that his sticks have been entangled in a tree and he wanted Yudhishthir's help to get them back. Yudhishthir sent Nakul to hunt the trees down, but Nakul found that the sticks were entangled in a deer's head who was drinking water near the pond.
As he approached the pond, Nakul felt very thirsty. So he crouched down to drink water, but he heard the voice of Krishna tell him that he can only drink water if he answers Yasha's questions. Nakul looked everywhere, but no one was around. So he ignored the advice and ran home. Immediately, he fell down dead. By now, Yudhishthir was very worried. He sent Bhim, Arjun, Sahdev one by one, but all of them met with the same fate. Finally, Yudhishthir went. He was shocked to see his brothers dead, but heard the voice of Yasha and decided to answer his questions. And here the questions began.
What means the sun goes up? The force of the divine. And sunset? Well, that is the very natural duty of the sun. On what basis does the sun exist? In the quest for truth. Inside what do you find the essence of truth? Inside the Vedas. So therefore what makes the Brahman? The understanding of a Veda, not caste, obviously. When is a man considered a living dead? A living dead. When his sense of sharing decreases and his sense of accumulation. What is faster than the wind? The mind. What is more numerous than the blades of grass in the ground? Thoughts. What is more desirable than the wind? The health of the mind and the health of the body. What is the right form of happiness? Contentment. What can be defined as the greatest deed? Any major or minor act of non-violence? What measures a man? His conduct, attitude, and empathy towards others. What is forgiveness? The endurance to take in the worst of criticisms and sustain enmity. What is mercy? Wishing for universal happiness even in the darkest of times. What is simplicity? Equanimity. What is the only thing in the world that we can and we should conquer? Our own mind. What should be renounced to make one more sensitive? Pride. What, when renounced, makes the person really wealthy? Desire. What is person's most dreaded enemy? Greed. What is most persistently worst disease one can have? Anger. What is charity? Reaching out to the helpless. What is one of the most amazing things in the world that we could see or look in? That preachers die every day and yet, we have reasons to live on. Finally, how does one get their path? Well, path is very private. Always a destination, but never a conclusion.
Yash asked numerous questions, and after a battle of attrition, he is satisfied with Yudhishthir's answers. He slowly revealed the nature of his identity, that he was Yama, the god of death. He restored Pandavas back to life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Amma. I'm also a princess of Panchal. For the world at large, the sense of refusal came inside the marriage, and for me, the sense of refusal came outside the marriage. I was abducted with my two sisters on the day of marriage, and here I was about to be offered to Vichitra Vidya, the brother of Bhishma. Vichitravirya refuses to marry me using his brother as an excuse, and Bhishma, he refuses to marry me using his morality as an excuse. Morality. Who defines morality? Who understands morality? To start with, what kind of justice is embedded in morality? Look at me. I had to kill myself to become that man out there.
I had to be reborn to kill me. What part of me killed Bhishma? The Amma fragment of mine is the teenage feminine. Did that kill Bhishma or the violent hunting master? Did that kill Bhishma? Did I eliminate a legendary figure or a petty overrated foot soldier? Was I the Panchali who never was? Whom the world never recognized as Panchali? No textbook glorified the nature of my sacrifice. Why am I talking about glorification? They did not even acknowledge my existence. The talking point was always about my sexuality and not the nature of violence that I was doing. Myths are lopsided. So is the nature of history, and so is the historical nature of it.
Bhishma died 58 days after the Great War, at the time chosen by him, because only he could decide when he was going to die. Bhishma's death and his last conversation are an integral part of Shanti Parva and Anushasan Parva of the Mahabharata, which is almost like wisdom being passed from one generation to another. But not just wisdom, the fundamental truths of life.
Bhishma, I have several questions to you today. My first question is that pleasure. You say that pleasure is very private. Then who gets greater pleasure in life? The man or the woman?
Pleasure. Well, pleasure is very private. One has to understand